Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading for your sign for the month of March. See where the energies are, see if there's any advice from Spirit or anything you need to know going forward for the month ahead. I have prayed, meditated, and cleansed the reading ahead of time. So I'm going to start by rolling these dice, see if we can get any signifiers for this reading. We have got Pisces. You could be dealing with the Pisces. South Node. So somebody might have Pisces and South Node, and the number 5. The number 5 is all about change. So there might be some changes in this month. I'm going to pull a Mermaid Oracle to get an overall energy for the month. I want to thank you all for everything you do for my channel, all your likes, comments, views. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you. Let's see what we got going on for this month for you, my Aquarius collective. We've got the Crane Bag. And the Crane Bag says, Sacred Ocean Medicine, Clutter, Declutter, and Choice. So this might be a month of choices. This might be a month of change. This month might be a month of like decluttering your home, your life, getting rid of things that no longer serve you. We'll get more information. Let's see what's going on. There's too many cards. And this is the card, by the way, if you didn't see it before. Alright, let's see. One card at a time, please, Spirit. Thank you. There's something on your mind. Maybe you're doing some healing. Definitely something on your mind. Could be wrapped around some kind of wish fulfillment. Some kind of just healing those parts of yourself that are like to keep you stuck. So decluttering the brain, maybe moving past the stuck thoughts, the irrational fears. It's a month of balancing. Maybe choices. We heard that earlier. Either you have a child here, you might have some kind of custody case going on. You may feel overwhelmed. Okay. What's going on, Aquarius? And we're just coming out of Aquarius season. Wow. Could be dealing with a Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, another Aquarius. Okay. So, in the recent past, like I said, there's this star energy here. And what I see with it, with the cards next to it, is like it's healing. Kind of setting manifestations in place to help you to heal, possibly. Dealing with some irrational thoughts in your brain about something. The boogeyman in the closet. Like things that don't really exist, but you're still fearful of them. Or stuff that hasn't happened yet that you're still fearful of happening. You may have had to move recently. Either that or this is you moving past those irrational fears, those irrational thoughts, into a more stable state. The current energy for March is the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Your center focus here is this Page of Pentacles. Either you're dealing with the earth sign that may be younger than you, or you have a child that because it's next to the Justice card. Like, you have some kind of responsibility for this child, and you might be having to go to court and like fight for custody or something like that in regards to this child. It's causing you to go through this balancing act. You could feel overwhelmed, maybe financially, not sure what choices to make in regards to this. I'll clarify them all though. And the outcome, you've got the Devil, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. There could be something toxic around you that's going to... something that's toxic, that's causing you a lot of pain. Someone that's toxic, some behaviors that are toxic, thoughts that are toxic. They're causing you pain. They're causing you sleepless nights. I'll get more information because it's not really clear what the toxic energy would be with the Devil card here. You could feel in bondage to something. You could feel in bondage to your own pain. You could feel in bondage to your own thoughts. Let's see, what is this Star card about? Definitely healing from a painful cycle. Yeah. Something ended here. You went through a betrayal. People stabbing you in the back. People hurting you. Intuitively, you might have known this wasn't the situation for you. You knew that your son was elsewhere. Either that or this is guiding you to really lean on your intuition during this time to help you heal those parts of yourself that may still linger and cause you pain. Because the sun will come out. Just intuitively, like, or just lean on spirit during this time. Maybe you need to go quiet for a while. You could be using your pain also as like a fuel to bring you closer to your happiness. My suggestion is this month, listen more than you speak. The sun will come out. Just be careful of your thoughts because your thoughts keep coming up with all the swords here. Let's see. What is this Eight of Swords about? Because you have the 8, 9, and the 10. So whatever painful cycle you were in that you closed out is at its end. Like, there's no more of it. It's dead, gone, and it's time to start healing from it. It could have had to do with a commitment, possibly with an Emperor type of energy. You could be dealing with an Aries. You're stuck in your head about this commitment. It does show here that her back is turned, but she's still looking back. Even here, it's like she's walking away, but still looking back. Remember who you are. Remember that you're the one that's in control here. You don't have to stay stuck in your head. Like, there's a more logical way out of this. And I think that you may have seen it with this Chariot card here. And then we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess here as well. And that's a very, like, spiritual connection. Let's see, what is this Chariot? You might have moved homes. Yeah, moved away from something that you put a lot of work into, possibly some kind of home, some kind of commitment. Because the Hierophant and the Four of Wands shows like a strong commitment. Something that you put a lot of work into. Either that or you're jumping into something brand new. You moved away from this toxicity over here. And you're moving forward passionately, just jumping in head first, maybe as the Fool. And you're building your stability, putting your work or putting your energy into your work, into the things that you love now, the things that, because the Fool comes after the World. The World is the end of one cycle, and the Fool is like the beginning of another. So it's like you started out on a new cycle. You're moving quickly into this new cycle because you want stability, and you're like working really hard to obtain this stability here. Let's see, what is this Two of Pentacles about? You have the Princess of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. You could be, like I said, juggling a lot of things. Just trying to move towards your happiness. You could be like starting some kind of new adventure, researching things to get you going, researching things to like start something new because you're kind of like, you've got too much on your plate. It seems like your main focus is like your family. You could just be overwhelmed, having sleepless nights, nightmares. Let's see what this Page of Pentacles is about. Page of Coins. And the reason why I think this might be your child is because the child is holding a rabbit, and rabbit is fertility, so it gives off the vibe of like your child or a child that's in the mix of the situation. You've got the Three of Cups, the Four of Coins, and the Queen of Wands. Like you're trying to passionately move on with life, move towards justice. You could be holding your heart very close to your chest right now, although it does show the Three of Cups, so you could be, you know, hanging out with some kind of friends. Either that or you're just holding back in general from going out. Either that or, like I said, you are hanging out with friends, you've got your fire back, past the situation, but still your heart is very guarded. Because he's holding his heart very close to his chest. Or you could be dealing with somebody that's like that, very stingy, greedy, not very lovable. But what I see is I think you're just holding it back. What it has to do with this Page of Coins would be like you're passionately moving forward, celebrating your child, celebrating things like that, or celebrating like your youth, or working on healing parts of your youth. Childhood traumas maybe. Be careful though, like, especially if you have a child, you know, if you close down your heart chakra, it makes it hard, like, to, because you go into, like, a numb state. So even though you love your child or you love your family or your friends, you give a very surface level type of love. And it doesn't really resonate, like, on the level of, like, feeling. So just be careful of that. Don't stay in that energy for too long if that's you. Let's see, Justice. What's this Justice about? Could be justice over a King of Swords person, somebody that you love deeply with the Two of Cups here. You just feel kind of broken. You're just laying there looking at all these options that you have available to you. King of Swords can also be like a lawyer. Maybe you had to get a divorce, but you're not quite sure how to get that justice back to you. So you're just laying here, kind of apathetic, like, ugh, there's so many choices, I don't know what to do. Your emotions are in all of these choices. This can also be like maybe childhood traumas or traumas that you've experienced in your life, and you're kind of laying there looking at them. Also be careful not to stay in this disillusioned fantasy type of energy for long. Or you could just be very cold towards somebody that you love deeply, and you're looking at all the other choices you have in the matter while waiting for justice. Let's see, what is this devil about in the near future? It's clarified by the Three of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Coins. Okay. You might be moving away from a double type of person. Making the choice to walk away. The nines are all about being single. At the beginning of March, you still might feel like you haven't quite detached your energy yet. That's why you're kind of holding your heart pretty close. But it does show you're going to be abundant. You're going to find your own happiness by yourself, on your own. Building your own home, your own luxury, your own career, that type of thing. You're overcoming the devil and you're walking towards your sun. Let's see. What is this Three of Cups about? But it's something toxic, so you're definitely moving into like your own energy. You're taking your power back from the devil. Finding happiness within yourself. You could have been leaning on other things to fill like an emptiness inside of you. Because the Nine of Cups, like, if it would have come out in the reverse, but since it's on top of the devil, I kind of see it as the reverse. It's filling that void or that emptiness within yourself with something that's not good for you, whether it be food, alcohol, drugs, sexual relations, things like that. You're like finding your happiness without having to feel like a void. Like you're healing parts of yourself to where you don't have to fill that void anymore. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Coins. Yeah, you're definitely moving away from feeling left out in the cold, because for a time you might have felt left out in the cold. But it shows you like moving into calmer waters, and there is a child in her arms here. So, like I said, you could have a child, and you're making the choice of where to go, moving away from this pain, moving away from feeling left out in the cold, finding your happiness, just moving out of choppy waters into something brand new. Like she's holding this world here, so she's ready to embrace something brand new. Tired of feeling left behind, tired of people holding like Three of Swords behind your back. Nine of Swords. Let's see what that's about. Oh. This is definitely goes along with the crane bag. Decluttering the life. Getting rid of shadow, possibly clutter, people, places, things that no longer serve you. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Moon, and the Two of Coins. You don't see this yet. You're gonna, for some time, you might be having sleepless nights in regards to some kind of choice that needs to be made, because there's a lot of twos here. You don't see it clearly right now with the Moon card here. But this is Pisces season. Pisces has been in Neptune. Pisces has been in Saturn, or Saturn's been in Pisces, however you say it, or is going into Pisces. And Pisces is this Moon card here, so it creates like this fantasy, almost like disillusioned state. So maybe once it gets out of Pisces season, you'll start to see things more clearly, because you go from this place of like almost intentionally putting a blindfold on, like, I know where to go, but I don't want to look at it. I don't want to face it because it's going to hurt. It's going to have to be some kind of choice. So I'm just not going to make any choice instead. And that's just leaving you more confused and more cloudy. But with this Two of Coins here, I see this girl standing here. And she's looking out this door. And she sees this ship like in the ahead of her. This is your wish fulfillment. This is your sun, the sun and the ship, right? You know where you want to go. The only thing is, this door represents like the fear that holds you back on this side of that door. So this is the month that the fact that you are like refusing to make a choice is leaving you with these nightmares. This is leaving you up in your head at night. You've got to make that choice to just go, you know, move forward towards that happiness, you know, take this blindfold off, make the choice, move away, you know, move towards this. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. Everybody's situation is different. This might not even be your reading, you know. It's kind of a tough reading, but I see that Pisces brings out a lot of emotions. And so there might have been some suppressed emotions that you hadn't dealt with yet in regards to a situation that are just processing, coming up to the surface in order for you to heal them so you can move forward. I'm going to end it off with pulling some Moonology cards. I see it very positive, though, because it looks like you're going to start loving yourself more. Stop giving to everybody else. Stop relying on other people to make you happy, and just learning to be happy with yourself. Okay, all the cards wanted to come out. Let's see. Okay. It says, nothing yet is set in stone, the mutable moon. And it's not set in stone yet because you haven't made that choice yet. It can change. It says, look at the bigger picture here. Don't let pride get in your way. A time to give rather than take. Give to yourself, though. You know? Step out of your comfort zone. That's you walking through this door of fear. You might have been a people pleaser for a long time. You felt that your validation came from helping others, and it left you feeling dry and empty. And so it's time to just refill your own cup, work on that self-love, get back to you, heal those parts of yourself. Don't worry about outcomes or expectations or anything like that. Just do you, you know? And a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So this may have been a tough reading, but like I said, the end result is great. Looks like you're moving away from toxicity, things that didn't serve you, working on yourself, ready to move forward. 2, 2, 2 might be of importance because they're all right here in a row. Yeah, just lean on your intuition because you have the High Priestess starting it off. just lean on that inner gut knowing of where you need to go. And sometimes what Spirit tells us to do is very uncomfortable. It starts as a whisper, and the more we ignore it, the louder it gets until it's screaming at you like, go do this now, you know? So, I love y'all guys, the moon, stars, and Mars. If you like this reading, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.